Hello, good morning. This is Coach David Halal. The importance of the man cave. The importance of the man cave. I was conversating with someone, and she was telling me that she doesn't want her husband to be alone for all that time. For the, I guess sometimes he'll be, down in the basement for a couple hours. And she didn't like that. She felt like, how come on his days off he wants to spend 2-3 hours by himself? And I was telling her, not only for men, but especially for men, it is important for us to have our space. Isolation is extremely important to us. And this is the reason why you will find a man, want to be alone. And sometimes he will even reject his lover or push his lover away so he can be alone. Because we as men, it is not only very important, but that's how we process our problems. We compute and calculate, and to find a solution for our problems is by isolating ourselves. A lot of times, a man will have issues at his job or with his relationships, with his parents, with his kids, with his wife or girlfriend, and he will want to be alone. Reason why he wants to be alone, ladies, is to find a solution, because we can't find the solution in ourselves by not talking about it. When we talk about it, we get more discombobulated, confused, if you will. So it's important for us to isolate, to find ourselves in ourselves, by ourselves, in a man cave. So how important is the man cave? It is of great significance. It is of an extreme importance, because that's where we find ourselves. You'll find women, on the other hand, if they have problems, they will be talking to their girlfriends. They will be talking to 2-3 girlfriends, and sometimes 5-6 of them is talking. And if you're a man and you're listening, you're watching, you're like, what in the world is going on? What the hell are they doing? They're talking about 5-6 different subjects, and while they're talking, she's not really trying to find a solution from his girlfriends, from her girlfriends either. She's gonna find the solution by talking about it while she's computing, while she's calculating, finding a solution in her own head or in her heart. But she's doing it by talking. A man is a little different. We find the solution in stillness, in quietness, while we meditating, while we working on something, maybe working out by ourselves, or watching a TV show or football game or basketball game in my case, and sometimes even building something or fixing something in the house by having our headphones on. We don't want to talk right now because we have problems, we have issues, we're trying to find the solutions. And we always find the solution, or the plan of action at least, by being us by ourselves. Thus the Bible says in Matthew chapter 3, Jesus went to the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. He was tempted, but while he was fasting, he was hungry. He was hungry for food, for earthly food, but in his thoughts, he was working things out. He was being tempted in his thoughts. You see? So really, the being tempted, he was calculating and thinking and processing the things that he has to do, his problems or whatever other problems that he had in his life or that was coming to him. You know, that he knew that he was gonna have as a young man, as a young priest, as a young minister. That's what he was doing. He did not need Mary, his mother, next to him or his brothers next to him. He did all that 40 days and 40 nights by himself. And he didn't only do that once, he did that multiple times. Not the 40 days or 40 nights, but a lot of times he'll go on the mountain or staying, you know, in the middle of the river, all by himself. Doing what? Isolating himself, finding himself the solution for his problems, calculating, computing, figuring things out. So man needs his you know, alone time. That's where he finds his solution. Of course, a woman needs time, her alone time as well. But we find solution whenever we have issues. We go in a man cave. Thus, the importance of the man cave. The man cave can be the basement. It can be his headset. It can be his gym. It can be, you know, somewhere he wants to be by himself, go to a movie by himself, sitting by himself, you know. So ladies, don't worry, he just computing and thinking things out. This is Coach David Halal, fearlessly and passionately pursuing his call and his destiny. Don't forget to subscribe, like my video. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.